The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. If you or anyone you know might be interested in making a television show, please call 260-421-1250. Access Fort Wayne is a department of the Allen County Public Library.
I'm going to play another song called Three Rivers, One Love, and it's about a song bringing together the joy of the community, discovering that joy. So,
I love that title because I created RiverDrums because of my love of the rivers and the three rivers in Fort Wayne. And then One Love, you know, we're all one people.
Well, who's ready to get this party started? Thank you. Well, welcome everybody. This is our 6th annual, maybe even the 7th, because the first one I think we all tried to block from our memories. It was a hot day just like this on Wells Street Bridge with some incredible performers and all of us drowning in sweat and having a really great time representing our community. And that was the very first RiverDrums. So welcome to the 7th or 6th annual RiverDrums. We're very excited you guys are here today, and as you know, we have a lot of incredible performances coming up. I'd like to kick off the night with a special introduction. Mayor Tom Henry is here to give a welcome and to get things started. So a big round of applause for Mayor Henry.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming today and for, again, celebrating Fort Wayne, Indiana. You know, I had a little bit of a speech prepared, but what I want to do instead is tell you a story. Several years ago, we had a company looking at Fort Wayne as a possible site to move their company, bring their employees here, relocate. Well, we were competing with other cities. So I went to work with my staff and we tried to put together all kinds of different incentives to have them choose Fort Wayne over the other cities, 2 of them being in Ohio. After a period of time, they came to me and they said, Mayor, we've chosen Fort Wayne. I was thrilled. And I said, thank you very much, and I'd like to know what we did to have you come to Fort Wayne. What kind of financial package did we put together? What kind of stimulus did we put in place to have you choose Fort Wayne over these other cities? And he said, quite frankly, Mayor, it wasn't you at all. My ego got a little deflated. But he said, it wasn't you, it was your citizens that did it. He said, unbeknownst to you, Mayor, I sent my staff here into your city. And they visited your downtown, they visited some of your schools, and they went to some of your parks. And they looked at your housing stock, and they talked to citizens in different settings, supermarkets and so on. And they wanted to see how friendly and open your community was. He said, Mayor, any mayor can put together financial incentives. That's old school. What we're looking for is a quality of life of a community, quality of place. What can your community bring to the table to show that you're inclusive, to show that everybody is welcome in your community, to show off what you have? Fort Wayne is an exceptional community. So we've chosen Fort Wayne and did in fact move here about 2 years ago. I tell you that story because that's what this is all about. Being able to bring something to the community that in many cases no other community has. We've been offering now for 5, 6, 7 years, I've never seen anywhere else. And I get the pleasure of traveling all over this country representing our city. I've never seen anything like this. So you should be very proud of what we've been able to do. To make sure that Fort Wayne is just a little bit better than other communities. Because sometimes that's all it takes. Because of that, we have a new employer, we have new citizens. And quite frankly, we're always on the lookout for more. So keep this up, keep doing this, because this is what we're looking for. Thank you all again so much for coming. God bless you. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Mayor Henry, for that beautiful, beautiful welcome. Well, without further delay, we'll be joined by Jan Doran on the flute. Yeah, Jan, thank you for being here again this year. Followed by Patty Hunter, whom all of you know very well as being a strong activist in our community who writes some very beautiful poetry about some of the strife experienced all over the world. We'll be hearing a very special poem from Patty Hunter following Jan Doran's flute. And then after that, I hope you will all join us in song as we sing We Shall Overcome together. And then we'll get right started into our acts. I want to take a special moment to thank Snyder High School for being here to do the sound and the video, and it is incredible. Thank you so much. You're not even in school right now, so you're here, and that's pretty amazing.
So this event is all about unity and harmony. And this instrument is perfect for the event, I think, because the instrument signifies and plays unity and harmony. It plays one note, which I'll quickly give a little demonstration here. It's like a native American flute. And that signifies or symbolizes the call that each of us have and making connection with other people. And the overtone, the blending notes, signify coming together. Yeah, is that better? Okay. So we'll try it here on this instrument. It's mic. And this song is just a short song which I entitled Song of Connection. Thank you.
That's it.
When Putin in Russia started being at war with Ukraine, I wrote a poem just to help give hope. This is called Ukraine's Plight. The evil of man can be strong. Hatred towards each other is wrong. In this case, it is Putin who kills and maims. His wanting to be a savior for Russia is overwhelming the Ukraine demands. Is there any hope for our world? Will we get involved with this dictator? The Russian people I don't blame. for it's the madness of Putin that's destroyed Earth's domain. The leaders of the world are crying. Many people of the Ukraine are dying. What shall we do to protect them? Use many weapons and sanctions? What are the solutions to this action? So Putin thinks he is Russia's savior. Who gave him that right to act that way? The devil himself is behind this anger, for no human can be full of this hate. We must unite and fight this evil together. Right.
Anybody that would like to come up and join us for song is more than welcome. If you feel more comfortable to join us in song from where you're seated, that is also wonderful. I'll pass around a few lyric sheets while these guys get set up, and we'll sing together a condensed version of We Shall Overcome.
All right, well, my name is Jody DuPoy, and I'm going to be the one leading the song We Shall Overcome. And when I was thinking about how we should really do this, and the different, there's so many different versions, and so many different, they're so important and so kind of heavy. And I was thinking about, since we're making, we're Three Rivers Art Center for Kids, we're track, and we knew that we would have these beautiful children up here to help lead our song. So your name is Gracie, your name is Gabe, and your name is Aaron. Theron. This is Theron. Yeah, to help sing We Shall Overcome. We really wanted to, I've chosen a shortened, but more of an up-tempo and more kids-friendly version of We Shall Overcome, because when you think about all the things that RiverDrums really is, not only is it culturally diverse, but it's unifying. And what better message than unifying between adults, children, and really the joy of unity. So often when we talk about being unified and being together as one, we really lose the message of the joy that it brings us and the joy that allows us to give other people. So that's the version that we chose, and we invite everybody to sing along if you're able. Okay, we ready, guys? Okay, back to We Shall Overcome.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday.
Walk hand in hand.
We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe that we shall overcome someday. We walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand, we walk hand in hand someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
More from the crowd. Let's liven this up, guys. Are you gonna watch us struggle?
We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace someday. Deep in my heart.
guys should start a wave down here. Woo! We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. The whole wide world around, the whole wide world around someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome, we shall overcome, we shall overcome someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday. We shall overcome someday. Big finish. And how many rehearsals did we have?
This was it.
None.
Thank you,
It
Elder
is
Lee.
so great. Give everybody a big round of applause. Good job.
I literally told my children yesterday, oh, by the way, you're going to be singing to open the ceremony tomorrow. I hope that's okay. And fortunately, I have mild extroverts that they're like, oh, okay, fine, we can totally handle that.
One of those ain't so mild.
Absolutely. Before we get started with our first act, who's just walked in the door, it's so very nice to see you. We'd like to have a poem by Jan, if he's willing and able, to kick us off into the performances that are going to be in here. We're very lucky to have been able to come inside for these, and I appreciate everybody's being patient and accommodating as we move things around with the flooding and the heat. So thank you for still being here, and thank you for still coming. So Jan will lead us off in a poem, and then we have Calcicote, Cultural Fusion of North and South American Music.
All right. So the poem I'm going to read is called Three Rivers, One Love. Yeah. The woman on the river wears a robe of willow grass and steel, and on her skin she has a map etched of an unknown world. The woman on the river calls to us. Her voice is softer and sweeter than slow rain falling on wet leaves. She says, "Come join me on my sweet heart's dreams. We will ride on the river." And so we glide on the current now. We sail past before and after fate and time. We sail past fields littered with ideas of wrongdoing and right doing until we arrive at a magic port of call where the end is near, so is the beginning. And so, our journey is open. We leave the sweet heart of dreams. We stand on the river. We join hearts and hands with the woman of the river. We begin to walk across, feeling the healing waters and the soothing sand and moss and the soft forgiving stones, following the sound of river drums, until the woman on the river points to the music makers, to the dreamers, to the players, to the joy-jumping children, and to a rainbow larger than the American sky. And we know we've arrived on the other shore to a festival of love on the other side.
Thank you very much. That was Jan Doran. This is going to be a thing all night long. Thank you very much.
Dando vueltas gira la tierra, gira, gira por la mañana y también al atardecer. Round and round she goes the earth, turning always up in the morning to be gone. Y los astros giran también.